Welcome back to the 2026 TireRack.com One Lap of America. You find us on day 6 of this event here at the beautiful Road America. It is iconic, it is fast, and boy, it is a busy day. So outside of the 2 road course sessions that we're doing, we've got competitors doing an autocross down there before they pack up and head to Slinger Speedway for the Oval. A whole lot of action. It's been a great week so far, and enjoy all the updates and the coverage from this very busy day of the One Lap. We'll see you on the road.
Good morning, everybody. I am here with Andrew and Andrew.
Yep.
With Team Michelin in the beautiful Grand Sport.
Yes, 2027 Chevrolet Grand Sport.
Now, I think, Andrew, you were telling me that this is the very first Grand Sport to be kind of driven by anyone not already in GM, correct?
I believe so. The car is so new. I'm honored to be one of the first non-GM people in the car.
That's awesome. You're obviously a staple of the One Lap. You guys have been many, many times.
Yeah, it's my fifth time. Other Andrew's first time.
Yep, first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So I think you probably started right when I did in like 2022. Yeah. So we were lap pups together.
I've been with GM every time. It was a Cadillac CT5 Blackwing the first year, then a Z06, then an E-Ray, then a Z06, and now a Grand Sport.
And that's awesome. And you guys are always doing well. And as you didn't see probably on camera, but these guys are always helping someone else. I've come to Andrew more times than I can count and needed help or advice or whatever, and they're always the first people to try to help you any way they can.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's awesome. So what do you think about your first time on the One Lap with the transits, the track driving, kind of all the things involved in One Lap?
The short answer is everyone should do it. It's absolutely amazing. I had pretty high expectations coming into it from the fun factor, and it's blown it out of the water. I think especially at my road racing background, like getting to the first road course and the first launches out of there, it started to settle in how cool the event is. And then on top of that, for me, my perspective, just the level of competition and the dedication everybody puts in from the pointy end of the field all the way to the back. They're trying to squeeze every 10th out, do this little trick, that little trick. I just absolutely love it and eating it up, and it's been a riot. Way more fun than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah, absolutely. To anyone who's ever thought about doing the One Lap, stop thinking about it and just do it. It truly is a once-in-a-lifetime event. And well, actually, many of us say it's a once-in-a-lifetime event, and it turns into a every-year event. Yeah. But that really comes down to how well it's run, the awesome tracks we go to, the transits, the part of the country you see, and really the main thing is the One Lap family. There are so many people here that on track, yep, you're competing. As soon as we come off track, you'll see people walking around the paddock and the garages, just helping each other out, and that's what really makes the One Lap a big family. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you guys are getting ready to go out there and give it a hell, but we really appreciate your time and appreciate all your help and everything you guys do for the One Lap community. Good luck, guys, out there. Be safe and give them hell.
Yeah, thanks.
Make sure you support as always.
Thank you. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm here with Andrew with Toyota PE Motorsports in this beautiful Supra. This thing is I think we talked off camera a couple days ago, and this thing it's fast, it's turned up. And I also noticed yesterday it doubles as a lawnmower.
Yes. Yeah, the Veris splitter, you know, they're the biggest name in alfalfa mowing. So if you guys are looking for some good alfalfa mowing tools right here, the Veris Ventus package is perfect.
I think right now you're the leader for the Bail Up Award of the year. But all kidding aside, you're doing an awesome job out there. This thing it's flying.
Yeah, I mean, the car is really working on track this year. We put a lot of development in it since we blew a motor last year. Getting it on track out at Pittsburgh and then at NCM was a good test for us, and things have really been clicking on the car, and we're putting down some fast laps. Just you know, it's getting tougher and tougher every year, so we're having a battle with some of the top guys.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was talking to kind of the other couple that they're driving an M4 now this year, and they're up in the top 10, which is huge for a car like that. And you know, I always brought mine was factory, and I'm like, well, bringing a factory car and thinking you're going to be anywhere near the front is pretty tough nowadays because everyone's really getting after it. But you guys have really turned up the wick on this thing. It's looking good out there. You guys are here pretty much every year. Toyota's got a team in it. One Lap really appreciate your support, and we love seeing your cars out there.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, our goal really is to bring like a tuner car and come compete against some of these out of the box OEM supercars. So it's really fun to get out here with all these amazing drivers and competitors and see what we can do against them.
Yeah, and you guys are doing really well. I mean, you guys are up there in the points, overall standings, which is awesome because if you look around the paddock, there are GTDs, there are GT3RSs, there's ZR1s. I mean, pretty much the alphabet soup of supercars are out there with a bunch of pro drivers, and you guys are out here scrapping with them regularly.
Yeah, I'm just an engineer for Toyota, lucky enough to get to drive this toy. So.
Well, we really appreciate you coming. Appreciate your time. I know you got to get ready to line up, but good luck out there.
Thank you.
Go fast, be safe, give them hell.
Thank you.
All right, good morning, everybody. I am here with Bob and Rob from the Bob and Rob Show. This is your first time one lap. We were talking when you were at registration. Yeah. You were signing in, and you said it was a bucket list moment for you to do it. You had some challenges, I think, even just getting to the one lap.
We certainly did. We started off with the clutch pedal that went to the floor and stayed there. So we ended up having to bleed the system, and it came back just in time for the wet skid pad.
That's awesome. No, so glad you guys made it. I've never had the opportunity to meet your son. I've met you many times. Many people probably know Bob's a phenomenal coach, for driving coach. And I think the first time I met you was down at VIR. Yes. And I was never fortunate enough to be coached by you at Pit Race, which was that was your baby.
Yeah, Pit Race was my home course. Unfortunately, it's gone now, but it had all the elements that you could possibly ask for in a course. And so that's why I liked it.
I agree. I was fortunate enough to be able to drive it a few times before they closed, and the track was it was a blast. Now, do you do much on-track driving?
I haven't, but I have done Pit Race with him, and he's been a very punctual and poignant instructor for me too. So he's clear on what to do and what not to do, and when I don't do what I need to do, he lets me know immediately.
Well, they always say it's hardest to coach family and friends and stuff like that. But if there's one time in your life you're ever going to listen to your dad, it's when you're behind the wheel. This man knows what he's talking about, and we're really glad to have you guys here. Have you driven this track ever?
Absolutely. Drove it with NASA back in the early 2000s. Experienced it without well, we did the kink.
Okay.
And so I know what that's all about.
And I think today we're not running the kink from what I was told, but yeah, I'm excited. I've actually never driven this track in real life, so it's a place I do want to drive at some point. Maybe I'll sneak out in the minivan and see what happens.
Hopefully you can.
Yeah,
We're looking forward to it.
Huge course. I mean, there's so much prestige in this course, and you feel it from the entry point. You just want to do well here.
Exactly. It was funny because I live right by Watkins Glen, and that's my home track. Lots of laps there, and as we pulled in, we kind of come up on the hill, and I'm like, this is a lot like Watkins. It just has that feel. You're out in the country, and it's going to be lots of elevation changes and tricky corners, and it just has that Watkins Glen feel. And again, with the nostalgia feel and the history feel, it's just a great place to be. What an opportunity for everyone to come here and drive a track like this.
One of the great tracks of America.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, guys. So are you enjoying your bucket list moment?
I am absolutely enjoying it. It's all the challenges, all the endurance requirements, all the transits in between. I love it. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more.
I love it. I'm so glad you guys are here. And hopefully your bucket list, as we were talking when you were signing in, a lot of people, it's a bucket list, I just want to come do it. And then 5, 10, 15 years later, they're still doing their bucket list. So hopefully we have turned this into a yearly father-son retreat, and you guys are loving it, and we're so glad you're here. I want to wish you all best of luck out there. Go fast, be safe. Give them hell, Bob.
Yep, absolutely.
Right. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Everybody, I am here with Luke and Lucas Pavlik with the team Raudi Racing.
Yes.
So it was a father-son team, and many of you may already know Luke helps us out a ton at Tire Rack with our tire choices and tells me when I make horrible decisions and corrects me on all the things and makes sure I get the right tires for my car. And this is to me, this is a special father-son event that I think everyone standing here and maybe everyone that even knows you may have thought would never happen.
It has been a struggle. Lucas, he has a hereditary disease that we got a horrible prognosis for, but we've had a remarkable turnaround. Prayers from friends. The fun still never ends because we're so proud of what he's been able to accomplish.
Yeah, I mean, I remember first hearing about that in the thought of this poor young man not being able to see, but yeah, all the things he was still doing, still running track, all these things. The next thing you know, he's actually kind of getting better, and here we are, a few years later. I think the first time I met you was 4 or 5 years ago, and here we are 5 years later. This young man's out on track, and not just out on track. He's out there holding his own in the Raudi with a stacked field. And I can't tell you how proud I am of you, young man.
Thank you.
It truly, truly makes me so happy.
Thank you.
How are you liking it?
It's a blast. Absolute fun event. Glad we can come out here and do it again. High Plains was amazing. The Audi liked the rain, and hoping to keep moving up the leaderboard a little bit.
Yeah, it's every time you go out, I'm just thrilled. happy. Love seeing a father-son team. We've got a couple father-son teams and a father-daughter team. This is just a great event, and just an extension of your family and everybody's family. We're all family here at the One Lap, and we're just loving to see you out on track, and especially spending the time with your dad.
We did need to thank Tire Rack and the Tire Rack Street Survival Program, because they're sort of helping us with the financial end of it. So we definitely need to thank them. But seeing my son out here racing is great.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 1,000% worth every bit of it, and we're so glad you guys are here. And we thank you, obviously, with all your help at Tire Rack, because you get a billion phone calls, texts, and Facebook messages. I need tires, and it's because we always plan ahead. No, we don't, and I need them yesterday. And you always help us out, as Tire Rack does, with the fast shipping, great tires, great advice. And but we really wanted to make sure we talk to you guys to just highlight just the wonderful experience that you guys are having.
Yeah, I believe a couple of competitors even had tires delivered here today.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, I tell you what, guys. So, are you driving today?
I'm not.
Not today.
Him today.
To Pops today. Okay. And then when's your next track?
I think he's gonna finish out the week. Really wanted to. I want to focus on high planes and did very well there.
Awesome. Then who's doing the autocross and everything today?
I did the autocross. Was hoping for a better result, but High Plains was his track from the get-go, because it actually was his 20th birthday that day.
Yes, I remember, and I believe he came in in the 40s, like mid-pack.
Yeah, I was
30s.
Yeah, 36 in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll tell you what, guys, as we got a vet in the background, but I tell you what, I really appreciate your time, appreciate you talking to us, appreciate you joining us on the One Lap, and good luck the rest of the event. As I like to say, go fast, be safe, give them hell.
That's the plan.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.